On Fox, presented by Capital One. We are in the Dominican Republic. Is Framber Valdez. He just keeps
release point, top of the zone. Nola Valdez, great late sinking action, and
those guys at the top of the order scored a run for the Phillies last night.
It'll be key for Valdez, who pitches off the third base side.
The sterling performance against the Yankees. And off we go. Starting game 2. He's ahead 2-1 strike. Game 1 in all 4.
Yeah, that's a great start.
Schwarber with well-positioned Pena for the first out of the night. And Martin Maldonado catching.
If Valdez strikes. And that breaking ball show you why he has more tilt and vert.
2-2 on Hoskins.
Good low ball hitters that would match up.
His 3-2 to Hoskins is inside. And he was tying the game with the double in the 5th. Good breaker right.
He wants to be on.
2 pitch. 3 straight 2-2. Comes back home and strikes him out.
Bryce Harper.
Shocker. Kind of hitter in the 1-0 pitch. Strike 1.
A high probability going to get it. At some point.
From Valdez, he runs. Diaz is there, and that's a scoreless top of the first. Altuve, Pena, and Alvarez. Then Breck against Zach Wheeler. The biggest thing. This one from Wheeler is a fastball up and took advantage. On it go, John.
Well, that's how you do it, and everybody's been asking you what's wrong, and a good
in this postseason. He got a 2 pitches into the game. What? From Altuve and Pena. And
you can't stop scoring runs against it.
Back onto the track. He's at the wall. How about 3 straight?
In the parks that they're going to play in, both at
Grump. Finally, Wheeler gets the
thing different. You may have to change up where he likes the ball, and he's trying.
The last few days, and
on this 3-1 pitch, Dez trying to take third. Veeling's throw gets by. He plays it low throw, and Hoskins can't.
And that glove ends up being too far.
Framber, whose legs they've had the. Who's 1-0. Outside for ball. Gets him swinging. Nothing going into the 9th inning and scored 6.
But here's the thing, the post.
1 pitch. Ball. I say that's one of the big areas where Framber Valdez, from the time he met him, told him, I believe in Major League season. That is a strike.
Deep, but he's a guy that can grind out.
He is now 2 for
yesterday, and again, we talked about the 5-0.
Right, here's bouncing ball up the middle. Second baseman Altuve.
Do that with the fastball. He's throwing a lot of sliders.
Comes McCormick. Watches
similar in size and weight to his own model.
Altuve. Aguirre calling loud and making the catch.
Middle part of the plate, and
it's a short and so postseason. They've only seen a few lefties, but he's a manager. Nobody really saw this coming. We help people get jobs. Maybe a tough matchup for short. Concerns about perceived harm. I say, okay, we've seen play. Deposits one into the corner. For him to ever get. And a few years after, like Philadelphia, you give them a hope. They're going to way pitch outer third becomes a very 2-1. There's back out there. Fastball. Perez sees it first. 2-2 on Alex Breck Wheeler. Bregman out at second still in turn 2.
And because of the slide rules.
Wheeler waits on it to come down and 3-0 as we go to the 4th.
With some runs in the 5th inning.
And delivers. Gets in big. It's Harper. Here's Castellano. Ball. That's a low throw. That's a pitch. Gurriel, longtime third. Wow.
No big thing.
Is looking for a 1-2-3 inning against the Hawks. In your seat here, you've Mundo Sosa to get Gurriel. That he dealt with. Busy guy in his 4th inning. Strong throws to gain. Up as McCormick. And you know, big dogs coming up for the next inning. Leaping ball.
Being for strikes.
Lead off base hits. Valdez induces more grounders than anybody in base movement to it as well. And same thing with that too. Put what he wanted. A double play.
Truck it on down to first. Only 201 innings.
There were only 3 guys. Good shoes roll.
He must not have felt.
2-2. Popped out of his hand in the count. Is back home 3-2. Strikes out. Keeping himself and the team in the. Now Jeremy Pena.
That'll test your.
This is the 0-2 comes home. Pena chases both times tonight. He too doubled in the first. Shift goes to second, one on to first, but Astros up.
Go to dinner tomorrow night in Philadelphia.
Hot ticket these days.
See any dirt kick up? You don't see any bag move. Granted, kind of space.
Houston will lose one of their.
Zach Wheeler comes home. Alex Bregman takes him. It is gone. Alex Bregman. Astros again lead 5-0. Way across the diamond. Hoskins find themselves with a 5-run lead.
That's the one he keeps spiking.
3-2. And a leadoff curveball in play. Be a little different, just given the pitching matchups.
Use pitchers.
Hoskins, first to a board for the Phillies. 20 of his friends and family have come down from Midway in the 6th. And he drives the first one on 1-1. Backdoor breaking ball is foul tonight. Got him with a high fastball.
Boom, that thing disappears. And this
shot by the second one. On to first. It up in this World Series.
For anybody playing sports, under the gun.
One to Maldonado, and it's another good one. 2. And good work.
Good. What it has to do because they're so used to. But it wasn't.
3-2. Castellanos. That's a base hit to the gap. All the way
Down in the zone seems to be more comfortable.
Something in these 2 games. He's kind of been able to 1-0 pitch. Boom, up. One gone. The third goes Castellanos. Just a dusty order. Gene Segura on an 0-1. Going to the track. In the perfect spot. He's Crawford boxes.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's, I'm sure.
Pinch hit for Veerley. And goes Maytown. Takes a strike. Kenny ends the 7th. Astros trying to Ogden to Altuve with a strike to pitch. Thursday night with his 3rd hit of the game. And this
one of the most electric players.
Swing, and he hops in the cage.
Something tells me he will.
Steve Baker.
A lot longer than most people would have thought.
And then back-to-back trips to the world. He's out. JT Rio. Hey, how much fun have these?
Oh, it's not on a particular day?
I think it's
atypical.
12. 2-1. Nasty pitch there from Brock. Guys that have hit home runs. And now Schwarber. Towards the power. It's gone.
There's a crew chief review of the foul ball.
Got that wrong.
It was confirmed a foul.
Schwarber again hits one in the air. And facing a 3rd hitter here in the 8th. 1-0. Hoskins is late. Hoskins takes strike. Hoskins got him. Just net. First pitch from Montero. There, shovels it off to nobody. 2. From Montero. Harper swings him. Harper, Tuve, on comes Tucker and Pena. Didn't they? They knew that it was foul.
These Astro hitters have seen a lot of pitchers out of my
boat party in Philly. Skins will take it to the bag. And Tucker's out. Yuli Gurriel. And for the Phillies, Yuli Gurriel is. And this game goes to the 9th inning. To lead off. Seals. And Castellanos is down swinging. Bohm walked his first time. 0 for 2. Breaking pitch there. Off the wall. Bowman as well. Fielded that ground ball off of the wall. Tries the last. Segura fouls it off. 1-2. Phillies down to their last out in game. Hope for the Phillies. Brandon Marsh. First to second. It's 5-2 and it's not done yet.
The Houston Astros a little.
It's 5-2. If one stop grounds. The Astros have a win in game 2 and a 3rd tonight. The longest.
Loud, crazy.